As election day approaches, former President Donald Trump seems to be ramping up his rhetoric around immigration, taking a notably darker turn in his speeches. This shift comes as he campaigns in key battleground states like Michigan, where many residents are grappling with inflation and economic challenges. At a recent rally, Trump stood in front of a manufacturing plant where you'd expect a discussion about the local economy. Instead, he spent the first 25 minutes of his speech talking about border security and migrants, painting a graphic picture of violence and danger. He claimed that migrants crossing the border were responsible for a wave of crime, making chilling statements about the supposed brutality of these individuals. His remarks have raised eyebrows and drawn criticism for being not just exaggerated, but outright false. Trump's campaign has not provided any evidence to back these claims, and many experts refute the idea that immigrants are more likely to commit crimes than native-born Americans. Now, what's troubling is that this is not just an isolated incident. Over the years, Trump has consistently portrayed immigrants as threats, and now, with the election on the horizon, his language has become even more extreme. Instead of focusing on policies or solutions, he seems to be feeding on fears and anxieties, especially among Republican voters. As he rallies support, Trump is doubling down on the idea that he will lead the largest deportation effort in US history if re-elected.
Starting on day one, I will seal the border and stop the migrant invasion into our country. We will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of the United States. Dwight Eisenhower right now has that record.
This strategy plays directly into the fears that many have about immigration, as he refers to small towns as blighted refugee camps and describes migrants using terms like savages and predators. Critics argue that this kind of rhetoric is not only dehumanizing but also dangerous. It paints entire groups of people as subhuman, fueling hate and division. Advocacy groups are speaking out against this narrative as well, emphasizing that immigrants contribute significantly to society and do not pose a greater threat than anyone else. In a country where immigration is often framed as a divisive issue, Trump's language is resonating. Polls indicate that a significant number of Americans believe his claims about crime related to migrants. Yet, research shows that immigrants are not more likely to commit crimes than anybody else. In fact, they bolster the workforce and contribute to the economy. As Trump's campaign continues, it's important to question the narratives that we hear. Are these claims rooted in reality, or are they just fear-mongering tactics designed to rally support? As we move closer to Election Day, the stakes are high, and the conversation about immigration will undoubtedly remain front and center. Bureau Report, India Today Global.